6 famous persons who died today. First is Days of Our Lives star Drake Hogestyn, dead at 70, one day before his birthday. Longtime Days of Our Lives star Drake Hogestyn died following a battle with pancreatic cancer on Saturday, just one day before his 71st birthday. Hogestyn, who played John Black on the hit soap opera for nearly 40 years, passed away peacefully surrounded by loved ones, the show's official Instagram announced. "It's with heavy hearts that we announce the passing of Drake Hogestyn," the statement read. He was thrown the curveball of his life when he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, but he faced the challenge with incredible strength and determination. After putting up an unbelievable fight, he passed peacefully surrounded by loved ones. He was the most amazing husband, father, papa, and actor. He loved performing for the day's audience and sharing the stage with the greatest cast, crew, and production team in the business. We love him and we will miss him all the days of our lives. Hogestyn was born in Fort Wayne, Indiana. He played college baseball at the University of South Florida and earned a double major in microbiology and applied sciences, according to Soap Opera Digest. He planned on becoming an oral surgeon but instead was drafted by the Cardinals and then the Yankees, who selected Hogestyn in the final round of the 1976 MLB draft. He played in the organization's minor league system until injuries derailed his career. "Those who can keep injury-free and their head together and their weight down, those are the ones who are going to move up," he told MLB in 2020. "But when you're a last-round pick and you mix in an injury, there's no investment there. And I knew that." The second is tributes paid to true legend Dame Maggie Smith. Dame Maggie Smith, best known for the Harry Potter films and Downton Abbey, has been remembered as a true legend of stage and screen following her death at the age of 89. Tributes have been paid by the King and Prime Minister, as well as numerous co-stars from her long career. King Charles described her as a national treasure, while Sir Keir Starmer said she was beloved by so many for her great talent. Harry Potter star Daniel Radcliffe fondly remembered her fierce intellect and gloriously sharp tongue. Miriam Margolyes said she was the best of the best, who combined ferocity, a glint of mischief, delight and tenderness, and enormous courage. "I'd been in awe of her, as all her colleagues are," Margolyes told BBC News. "I saw what a kind person she could be, as well as absolutely terrifying." Dame Maggie was known for her sharp tongue on screen and off during a varied and acclaimed career that spanned 8 decades. In the Harry Potter films, she played the acerbic Professor Minerva McGonagall, famous for her pointed witch's hat and stern manner with the young wizards at Hogwarts. Paying tribute, Radcliffe said, "She was a fierce intellect, had a gloriously sharp tongue, could intimidate and charm in the same instant and was, as everyone will tell you, extremely funny. I will always consider myself amazingly lucky to have been able to work with her, and to spend time around her on set." The word legend is overused, but if it applies to anyone in our industry then it applies to her. Thank you, Maggie. The third is Joe Wolf, former NBA basketball star and coach, dead at 59, he will be missed. Former standout college basketball star Joe Wolf, who played 11 seasons in the NBA before becoming a coach, has died. He was 59. Wolf's death was announced on Thursday, September 26 by the Milwaukee Bucks organization, where he was currently a coach for the NBA team's G League affiliate, the Wisconsin Herd. The Milwaukee Bucks and Wisconsin Herd are deeply saddened by the unexpected passing of Herd assistant coach and Kohler native Joe Wolf, the organization said in a statement. Throughout his life, Joe touched many lives and was a highly respected, adored and dedicated coach and player across the NBA. His well-regarded talent was instrumental for the Bucks and Herd over 8 years with the organization, including as a player and coach. The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel reported that Wolf died of a heart attack. The newspaper once voted in 2005 that Wolf, a Kohler, Wisconsin, native, was the greatest high school basketball player in the state's history. During his time at Kohler High School, Wolf helped lead his school to 3 state championships in 1980, 1982, and again in 1983. Wolf was recruited to play basketball at North Carolina by famed head coach Dean Smith, where he played his freshman season alongside basketball legend Michael Jordan. Smith later named Wolf a team captain, as the 6'11" power forward went on to eventually average 15.2 points per game by his senior year. The fourth is Rocky Moran Sr. passes away. Rocky Moran, a veteran of 3 Indianapolis 500 starts and one of the most respected sports car racers of his generation, died last weekend after a battle with cancer. He was 74. After failing to qualify with Salt Walther's small team in 1987, Southern California native Moran made 3 consecutive 500 starts from 1988 to 90, with a best finish of 14th in 1989 while driving the number 33 Skoal Classic March/Cosworth owned by the legendary A.J. Foyt. He also made his Indianapolis 500 debut in 1988 in a Foyt-owned car, finishing 16th in the number 48 Skoal/Trench Shoring March/Cosworth as the second highest placing rookie in the field. His final start came in 1990 with GAR Racing. He earned the 33rd and final spot in the field in an older car and was credited with 25th place in the number 56 Glidden Paints Lola/Buick when his engine expired after he completed 88 laps. It was his final IndyCar Series start. Moran made unsuccessful attempts to qualify for the 500 in 1992 and 1993 with Menard Racing and Team Losi, respectively. The popular, versatile Moran never raced a full season in IndyCar Series competition, but his talent still attracted rides from prominent team owners besides Foyt. Moran drove for Dan Gurney's All-American Racers in his IndyCar Series debut in 1981 at Watkins Glen. He qualified as strong 7th in the number 48 Pepsi Challenger Eagle/Chevrolet, drove to first and led 21 laps. A storybook victory in his first series start was denied when the team didn't put enough fuel in the car to make the finish during his final pit stop. Moran still was credited with 6th place in a race won by Rick Mears. The 5th is Cat Glover, Prince's dancer and choreographer, dies at 62. Accomplished choreographer, dancer and musician Catherine "Cat" Glover has died. The New York Times confirms she died at the age of 62, although other outlets report that she was 2 years younger. On Tuesday, September 24, news of her death was confirmed on her official Facebook page. It's with great sadness that we formally announce the passing of Catherine Bernice Glover aka Cat. Please allow her children, family and friends privacy at this difficult time. A further statement will be released in due course, the Post read. The statement ended with a simple dance with the angels, we love you and heart emojis. No cause of death was revealed. The news was met with an outpouring of love from fans around the world. Glover's son, Tony, commented, "Thank you all for your condolences. My mom loved all her fans. Now she's resting in peace." Born in Chicago in 1964, Glover began dancing at the age of 5 with her sisters. She initially found the spotlight alongside dance partner Patrick Allen as Pat and Cat on Star Search, where the duo was the first to receive a rare perfect score of 4 stars. Glover is perhaps best known for her work with Prince. The pair initially met while she was dancing at the Dingbats Club in the north side of Chicago but wouldn't work together until a few years later after being invited to dinner at Prince's house by Devin DeVasquez, per Chicago Crusader. "Prince asked me to dance," she recalled. "We started doing dance moves. I started following his steps. I began dancing by myself. I jumped on the table dancing, the rest was history." Her Star Search appearance made her in demand, and even David Bowie attempted to recruit her for his tour. The 6th is legendary American rock guitarist dies age 70. Legendary American rocker Freddie Salem has died at the age of 70. The Outlaws guitarist passed away from complications due to cancer, his former band confirmed. This morning, the heavens parted for the arrival of a legend. Rock on high, Freddie Salem. Until we meet again, a statement on his Facebook page on Monday read. His former band members also paid tribute on their social media. "It's with a heavy heart that we have to tell Outlaws fans about the passing of our former guitarist Freddie Salem," the Outlaws said. Freddie passed from complications due to cancer and will be remembered for his outgoing personality and passion for music. He was an electric performer and beloved musician and he will be missed. Salem first appeared with the Outlaws on the album Playin' to Win in 1978, a year after he replaced original guitarist Henry Paul. He then stayed for the band's following 4 albums and wrote several of their hits, including White Horses, Long Gone, Devil's Road and Don't Stop. Salem left the band in 1983 after it was dropped by Arista Records. Originally a drummer, Salem switched to the guitar at the age of 15. The Akron, Ohio-born performer was the only musician in his family but credited his love of music to hanging out around the jukebox in his father's bar. Salem toured with the Rolling Stones